my point is we're all trainers, right? So we're going to do a little trainer session. I'm going to, you know, this makes me a little uncomfortable. I'm not big on role play, but I'm going to pick somebody as a partner to do this with. You're sitting back.
You're
the furthest one. You're the furthest one from the room. Come up for me. I was like, no. Like, right. Mark Patterson, you have very neat writing. Can you come up here for me, please? Okay. Mark, so we work for the Acme Saw Blade Company. Today is, put Monty's name up there, please. And put Monty's name there again. Okay. So Monty, my name is John Carden. I'm a supervisor for the Acme Saw Blade Company. We make saw blades. I'm going to show you how to roll up a saw blade. You have to remove them from this conveyor belt, roll them up, and put them on this conveyor belt. I need you to get 60 of these done a minute. Okay? If you can't do that, I'm going to have to let you go. Okay?
No pressure.
No.
Okay? So then you just put it on the other conveyor belt. Okay?
1 second to do that.
Remember, I need you to do it 60 seconds, or we're going to have a problem. Go now, man. You're already late. Yeah, I don't think
Here's the
you're
keys to your car.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Car's not. You have
Somebody
to
want
park
to train him first?
You're not going to be able to.
I'm fired.
We're trying to exaggerate a point here. Does everybody see that was poor training, right? Is that training? Raise your hand if you think that was good training, because I'm going to have to do something.
Yeah.
Top later. The point is, I didn't really show him anything, did I? I talked about myself. I
Yeah.
talked about what he has to get done. Before you can be fast or good at anything, you have to learn how to do it right. Okay? So,
Communication.
in the 80s, NASA, and it was NASA, by the way. We talked about it at the safety meeting. I couldn't remember if it was actually NASA or not. It was NASA that built this program. NASA commissioned Hamilton University to do a study on what the most efficient and effective way of training somebody to do any individual task. And so I'm going to try and do my best to role play again and do this a little differently and see if maybe we get a little more out of it. Okay? So first of all, Lonnie, this is a saw blade. It's sharp. We can be cut by it. Okay? It's also springy, so it can pop up and catch us in the eye. So first thing we'll do is we'll put on some safety gear. Okay? Put these safety glasses on for me. You're going to have to imagine I'm putting safety glasses on as well. My prescription glasses are locked in my truck, and I don't have the keys to them today. So my safety glasses are on. Monty, have you ever rolled up a safety or a saw blade before?
No.
That's okay. It's actually pretty simple. There's a little bit of a trick to it. But if we take our time and I walk you through it, I'm sure you'll have no problem getting it down in no time. Okay? First, we want to learn to do it safe, so you're always going to wear your safety glasses and you're always going to wear your gloves. Okay? If you take a saw blade and turn the teeth out, it's the easiest way to avoid getting cut by the teeth of the blade. Put it down on the ground and put your foot on the blade to kind of stabilize the blade and keep it in place. Place one hand with this direction and one hand with this direction, and push down on the blade, okay? When you push down on the blade, if you turn, you can let go with this hand, but you can see it's already starting to naturally kind of wind up. Let it do its thing, and then grab it down here with all the coils in the hand, then you can take your foot off of it, and it'll kind of wind itself up, and it'll really do its job for you. Does that seem to be a little easier instruction?
Yes, it's more.
Okay. Can you walk me through the steps? Don't do the task, but just walk me through the steps that I just walked you through, okay?
Okay. Place it on the ground, I'm going to put my foot on it.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to put one hand under, one hand over.
Yep.
I'm going to push down on it.
Yep.
And I'm going to rotate
Okay, okay, go ahead and stop. I don't want to do it now, I just want you to mirror it back to me. You can go ahead and let it go back. You seem to have it exactly right. You understand the steps, okay? Now I'm going to ask you, just perform the task for me, okay? You don't have to describe it, just go ahead and wind it up. That's okay,
Good, good.
that's okay.
Okay.
There you go. There you go, perfect. Okay, and then you put it on that conveyor belt, right?
And I gotta do 60 of them in the next 59 seconds.
You don't. You know what you have to do? You have to do it safely, and as you get good at it, you're going to get fast at it. But first, just practice at getting good at it. Practice the technique, and then the speed will come. Okay? Okay, guys, does that, I'm not saying it's perfect, but does that seem like better
A
training?
little better?
Okay.
A lot better.
Okay, so here's the steps that I tried to take. NASA spent thousands having a university study. All we got to do is follow these simple steps, okay? I tried to verbally explain the task and include safety. You know, what are the hazards of doing the task? Physically demonstrate it for them, try to show them how to do it. Doesn't matter whether it's a bandsaw or a grinder blade, right? Pick the grinder up and show them, you know, this is how you use the task. Ask questions. Ask them to repeat the steps, okay? That's a method of them telling you, I understand the directions you gave me. If you skip that step, you show them, you miss an opportunity for them to tell you, I don't fully understand it, okay? And then observe and check in. All that means is, you know, James, it's been a while. Haven't checked on you today. You want to show me how you're winding your saw blades up? Perfect. Keep up the good work. Don't change nothing. You're gonna be great. Does everybody understand those basic steps? Does that seem like a pretty good way to train? Vince, what do you think?
I think it's a good way to train.
Okay. Okay. Does it seem? Is there anything in there? Now, you know, it does not have to be, you can make this your own, but you need to follow these 4 steps. In other words, in order to follow what we're going to call the NASA model. I'm not telling you that every single thing that you're going to teach somebody has to be like that right now. It's a good way to train people, and if you use it, it'll start to become just what you do. It's a verbally describe it. You know, maybe my demonstration wasn't perfect, so let's
No,
review
it was great.
No, it's okay.
Let's the number 5, but I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
So we're verbally describing it. We're going to say, here's the safety hazards. You know, grinding, we have little tricks. We know things that we can tell them.
Exactly.
We're going to verbally describe it to them, right? Then we're physically going to demonstrate. Watch, let me show you. This is how you do it, right? Then you ask them, can you tell me, let's go back over the steps. Do you tell me the steps? And that's an effort to get them to either fully describe it to you and give you the confidence that, yep, that's exactly right, Matt, go for it. Show me how to do it. Or, well, not exactly, you know, you're doing good, you know, but here's what we want to change, okay? Then you give them opportunity. You have any questions, obviously, right? That's in this step. Then you have them physically demonstrate it. So not only are you verbally on the same page now, you're watching them perform the task, and you have another opportunity. You know what? Be careful. Don't turn that grinder blade past this axis, because if you do, it's going to kick back at you.
Exactly. That's where I was going.
Absolutely. And then when all those steps are done, this step here is just checking back in.